for so long. He will get in and he will do some form of pressure to you, whether you like it or not.
So it will be Sub-Zero versus Raiden, as we assumed. Both players are trying to get into Grand Finals at this point. They've both bagged themselves at least $100, but they're looking to get at least 300 to 500 for first place. How is this going to go? Best of luck to everyone who's made your predictions, and hope you are successful.
Let's go.
Sub-Zero.
Oh, they're watching the intros too.
The Lin Kuei owe you a debt.
You will pay dearly.
Round 1. Fight.
I'm hoping there's some kind of mythologies quote. Okay, so first hit will be very important here. Interesting read, but checks him with a down 4.
Cimmerian does go to that neutral jump punch quite often as Raiden. So I'm doing a lot last week. It was costing him a lot of life as he was getting meter burn spam for days for doing it. I'm not sure if Sub-Zero has quite an easy time of dealing with it. Does get it confirmed into the full corner carry.
Okay, he's in the corner. Doesn't quite get, that's going to be a full combo.
Not quite enough. UsedForGlue goes for the wrong option, unfortunately. Goes to the meter burn hammer. Does catch him blocking low. And again, another drop.
Just too far away. The string doesn't quite connect. Cimmerian doing some good blocks. That'll be a full combo confirmed. Here comes UsedForGlue. Good damage there. The Cryomancer only getting that combo string right there, which does more damage and leaves the opponent standing, but a lovely neutral jump from Cimmerian.
First neutral jump from Cimmerian that has bagged himself good damage this time.
What's the mix-up? That's the question. Tag low. UsedForGlue has no breaker.
Oh, drops it again this time. Oh,
Tagged
catches
by
the overhead. Round 1 to Cimmerian with use of 50-50s.
I mean, that is always the threat of Raiden. Those 50-50s are so prominent. So very prominent. Here comes UsedForGlue, tagging him with that string. Doesn't quite confirm to it. Jumps into the wake-up. Crazy hitbox on that move. And this will be corner carry into Cimmerian's game once again.
Oh, goes to the whiff punish. Doesn't quite get it. Manages to catch that instead. Goes to the reset into the back 2. Another drop from UsedForGlue. Fortunately, leaving massive damage on the table right now. Forced to break.
That's one of the issues. I mean, Cryomancer Sub-Zero does get good damage, but you need to land those combos first. But UsedForGlue getting some very crucial drops right now. Tagged him with the low. This could be the game.
There you go, the neutral jump just to take that. I mean, UsedForGlue, he had the armor available, but not the health to take it. Unfortunately, that will go to Cimmerian game 1. Really well played by him to get that game on the table. I mean, that is how the matchup's going to go. If ThunderGod corners you, you are guessing. In that situation, you're taking that damage. You have to make that read. But Cimmerian was just making really good reads in that point.
Exactly. But I mean, a big part of that was that UsedForGlue got a lot of crucial hits, which could have led to a lot of damage. But unfortunately, he got those the crucial drops. He was getting the overheads, he was getting the back 2s, but wasn't quite getting the forward 4-2 grab as the end. That is really where the bulk of the damage comes from, is that final string. If you don't get the final string, you're losing out on a lot of damage, but because you've used a meter burn hammer, you've also lost the bar. And you know, the less bars you have, the less chance you can break against Raiden, who in the corner gets some really good damage into some really nasty situations.
But then on the other hand, you know, we had Cryomancer, we had Cimmerian. God, I'm saying it as well now. We had Cimmerian, you know, getting some really good execution, some good damage, and that was winning him the rounds. I mean, it's like we say so often before, execution is so important. So if you're dropping your combos, you're missing out on damage. The rounds are taking longer than they should because of that.
UsedForGlue has made the switch to Grandmaster. I've not really seen him pick so much Grandmaster because he spent so long playing Cryomancer. This should be quite interesting to see what Glue can do. Both players traded, so the first hit is still on the table. This will be a full combo.
Doesn't quite get another drop from UsedForGlue. Ends up cornering himself by accident. That could have been intentional.
Oh, he's Superman straight through the clone. Cimmerian does those all the time. We saw last week, got so much mileage out of that.
Oh wow,
risky
the brave
Superman
dive from Cimmerian. Good block on the low by UsedForGlue. Commits into the shocker.
Cimmerian risks it with the wake-up attack, but safe on block, so not too bad of a situation for him. Good timing on that clone. Oh, lovely armor, but a Superman charge anyway because it's so active.
Catches the overhead. UsedForGlue opting not to break, saving the bar.
And then just trying to get himself out the corner. Cimmerian does block in time. Very, very crazy. They managed to block that in time.
No, really good block in the overhead by Cimmerian. Good read, knowing the spacing. The back 2 was the only one that was going to reach in that situation.
Oh, Cimmerian, no fear. And that will be a full confirm. UsedForGlue once again finding himself in the corner. Cimmerian's just placement of ThunderGod is so strong all the time. Lovely overhead. Doesn't quite get the confirm, but doesn't matter anyway.
Oh, goes to down 4 again. Cimmerian decides to block this time, but there's the armor to get out of the situation. Good confirm by Cimmerian, getting good damage on the table for that armor.
Oh, and he freezes the Superman. This will just be a little bit of a combo damage.
Get that 11%. So we're seeing a lot of drops that are costing some severe damage reductions.
Oh, it jumps into the grab. The hitbox in that grab, so strong. Cimmerian once again on the verge of taking this 2-0 at the moment. Doesn't quite get the punish, but Cimmerian sitting on the bar, and then he gets the neutral jump anyway.
Hasn't got the meter to break, and it's coming back so slowly. That will be it for Cimmerian. Looking 2-0 up on UsedForGlue right now.
I think the reality here is that UsedForGlue needs to start doing those combos. He needs to start landing those combos. Because right now, I mean, he's landing hits, but he's, as we've mentioned before, he's landing a lot of hits, but not really getting the damage to count. Dropping a lot of those links, which, you know, if they worked, would put him in such a better situation. Not just for damage, but for screen positioning. He's dropping combos and finding himself in the corner against Thundergod Raiden, where you don't want to be. But, you know, Cimmerian doing really well. You know, 2-0 up. This guy's no joke.
He's looking a game away from managing to make it to Grand Finals once again, getting himself a lot of league points. I mean, he made second place last time. So if he wins this game, he's looking at least second again. I mean, he may even be able to win it this week over Foxy if he manages to get to Grand Finals.
UsedForGlue making the transition back to Cryomancer, having a bit of a variation crisis right now, I believe. But I think the important thing here is just getting that combo damage where it counts. Hopefully UsedForGlue makes the adjustment. Cimmerian just as strong as always, doing really well for himself right now. Hopefully UsedForGlue can pull this back and give us a real good set.
I mean, we've seen Cimmerian make a lot of comebacks, but it's not really happened to him too often. So we'll see if we can make that swap today with UsedForGlue.
UsedForGlue getting the first hit. Goes for the hammer. Needs to get the convert. Doesn't quite get the convert again, but doesn't matter because Cimmerian gets tagged by it anyway.
Oh, good bait from UsedForGlue, but no confirm. Again, missing out on massive amounts of damage.
Tags from the overhead.
And that will get it. I mean, that's the difference. Like, if he dropped it there, that would have been like 15% instead of 31. That's the situation.
Yeah, it pretty much doubles your damage. I mean, Cimmerian, really interesting. Actually, corners UsedForGlue. Now, what is the mix-up? That's the question. What's the mix-up? Gets the overhead, has to break. Opts to save his bar. Hit by the grab.
Good throw by Cimmerian.
Oh, empty jump into grab. Opts to break now. It's quite a bad situation. Grabbed into the Thunderball. Cimmerian finding himself on a match point right now against UsedForGlue.
Really smart stuff by Cimmerian, just knowing he's waiting for it to catch that EX ball for the chip as well.
Tags him with the overhead. This next combo gets the good damage. Hard knockdown. And that's one thing that UsedForGlue will do, just chip you away. Unfortunately, the damage versus the damage that Cimmerian is outputting is just so much more in Cimmerian's favor. Lovely hit confirm into Superman charge.
Oh, there's the missed hammer.
Oh, tagged by the low. Here comes Cimmerian.
Does drop the combo, but catches the low anyway into the throw. Really good stuff by Cimmerian, utilizing this hit.
Should be a full convert.
That'd be so much damage.
Significant. What's the next hit? Oh, tagged by down 4. Gets hit by the string. UsedForGlue lives to fight another day, but barely.
Still match point for Cimmerian. UsedForGlue really pulled something special out now to make this comeback. But forward one, such a good normal, catches the jump as well.
Tagged by the overhead. Here comes Cimmerian. Really strong damage. UsedForGlue opting to keep the bar. What is the mix-up?
Oh, there's
lovely
the
neutral jump
again. Cimmerian just on point with those neutral jump reads. And again, a drop by UsedForGlue. Catches his own neutral jump, but not quite enough on it.
Doesn't have the stamina, but doesn't matter. This will be a full convert. Big damage, but Cimmerian sitting on a bar. Good block on the overhead.
Good block on the... oh, unfortunately doesn't get the jump and convert.
Doesn't get the convert. This is huge. This could be Cimmerian's game on this alone. And that will be it.
Oh, unfortunately, UsedForGlue again with the drop, which did cost him the set. Cimmerian, well played, will move on to Grand Finals, where he's got himself minimum second place once again.
I mean, that was quite a heartbreaker there. I mean, he gets the jump in, but doesn't commit to the string early enough. Doesn't get the early commitment on the string, and it unfortunately does drop. Cimmerian taking that 3-0. Crazy good stuff from Cimmerian. Once again, finding himself in Grand Finals.